Greetings, fam. Come on in, guys. We're about to start another session. The truth session. Of course, with your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander at your service. Of course, you guys already know the formality. When we come in, we do what? We hit that what? Share button, don't we? Yes. You guys already know the formality. Bring me down just a little bit on that keyboard, bro. That's right, fam. Hit that share button. We're going to have a very powerful session today for you. I see you, Lavelle. Come on in, fam. Hit that share button. I'm just taking the time to drop into some groups. If you guys haven't had an opportunity yet to join us on Wind Down Wednesdays, listen, you all are missing a treat. We're having a very powerful time, great topics. So, of course, yes, it is the truth session, so come on in. Come on in, family. Carolina in the house. Hey, yo, soon. Yeah, this energy is already flowing. Tina, I need more energy. You flat. I need more energy, Tina. All right, family. Umbutu, Inotep, Abaragani, Amani Kaka, Amani Dada, Hola, Bonjour, Nihama, Konnichiwa, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, family. Come on in. Welcome into the Truth Session. Another Truth Session. We've been having a very powerful time. We've been dealing with hypnosis. Yes, of course, we've been dealing with Dr. Erickson, Milton Highland Erickson. And we've been dealing with how the government, businesses, and certain private practices utilizes hypnosis. And basically everything in this construct, in the matrix, deal with some level of hypnosis. That means that somewhere, someone or something is trying to control your thinking or keep you from thinking or not allowing you to develop proper thought processes. Well, in the Truth Session today, we're going to help you realign that so that you can begin to have your own thoughts again. That's right. Take authority of your own thoughts and have the ability to know when something or someone is trying to access your thought processes. Right? So it's going to be very powerful. We're going to be dealing with, of course, hypnosis in confusion. I want to go ahead and jump into this. We're going to set our frequency and we're going to jump into this. And those of you that are here, thank you for being here. Let me check the timeline and catch up here. I see Baba, Elder Prophet Lester Adams is in the house. That's all the way in Gary, Indiana. I see we got the ATL in the house. Please let us know where you're hailing from. Right? Peace, love, and divine blessings, family. Greetings, Baba. Greetings to you, Osun. Papa Adams says, Salam alaikum, Mishpakah. Peace be unto the family. All right, Lavelle. Hey, Shadron. Prince of Peace, Shadron is in the house. Shadron. All right. All right. You guys ready to set this frequency? All right. You guys ready to set this? Okay. We call this Truth Session to order. Order be established. And we decree and declare that no negative energy, thoughts, movements, dark sayings, spells enter into this space of intimacy. We call the universe to order. We call Imanaba to order. Ya and Wah. Shango, Osun, Yamaya, Hathor. The prophets, the seers, the hearers. We call you to order, the readers. Order, Greetings, fam. Come on into the session. And let's get ready to realign our thoughts and gain control and authority over our thought processes. And you have to know that there's a concerted effort by the powers that be to control the masses. And they use different methods to accomplish their tasks. But what I want you to know specifically that one of the greatest tools that they use, again, is hypnosis, cadence, spells. Everything from the church to the mosque to the business market to the government to the principalities uses hypnosis. Why? One of the reasons why is because it is used as a tool of subjugation, to subjugate you, to keep you docile, to dumb you down, to keep you dumb so that they can carry out their schemes and their plots and their machinations upon you. I'm reminded in the sacred text where it says that there's rulers of darkness and wickedness in high places. Rulers of darkness and wickedness in high places. Rulers of darkness using dark energy. And here's one of the things that those of you that are out here in the conscious community, be very careful with the energy that you select to utilize. Because all energy is not good energy. And I'm going to give you, I'm going to put you up on a little game real quick. One of the ways that you know that you are being targeted and being misled with destructive interference is that when the energy begins to feed you and cause you to separate yourself from everybody. It begins to feed you the line of you don't need anyone to tell you how this go. You can do this for yourself. You can sense for yourself. You can feel for yourself. You can always trust your intuitions, and all of those things come from the dark side. When you tap into the real source of energy, it's going to begin to instruct you on how to properly connect yourself with others. Number one purpose is for what? Safety. There's always safety in numbers. Number two, there will always be a conveyance of information, the sharing of information. And thirdly, there will be a check and balancing system. Someone will be able to tell you that, hey, you know what, that's off, that's misaligned, that's not good energy. That's not good thought. That's not good deportment. Deportment meaning proper behavior. That behavior isn't properly aligned with good energy. Proper energy. The healing energy, the delivering energy, the empathic energy, right? So we want to be careful with that. And you know when you've met mature guides, leaders, readers, seers, healers, swamis, gurus, perceptors, interpreters, remote viewers, telepaths. You'll know when you meet them because their language is going to be inclusive. Their language will be inviting. Their language is going to be encouraging. Their language is going to have the ability to establish a construct that's conducive for you to manifest, for you to create, for you to begin to express and expand and blossom into who you are, or manifest into who you are. That's when you're meeting those that are mature. When you meet those ones that are immature, their language is always centered around them and centered around what they are doing, and not centered around what we as a whole need to be doing, we as a people. And we kind of single ourselves out. And when you do that, you open yourself up to be targeted by the dark forces, negative influences, to be targeted by certain media tactics, to enter into your thought processes and begin to tamper with your enneagramming to reprogram you. So listen, always be careful with what you're doing. Make sure you assess it. Assess it and make sure it's correct energy. Try the energy to make sure that the energy is correct energy before you use it or try to use it. And the reason why I say try to use it, because you're not going to be able to use it. It's going to be using you. So you want to be careful with that, okay? And connect yourself with someone that's mature. That's a lifelong learned it teacher that can properly instruct you, that can minimize the mistakes that you may incur. Right? This is the truth session. This is where you come to get information. You're getting up on free game. And the only thing I ask you to do is do what? Donate. But when somebody is giving free game, man, you need to listen and pay attention. Because basically, you're going to go to some of these people out here, man, that are charging astronomical amounts of money to give you surface information that you can pretty much research for yourself. It's not profound. It's not beneath the surface of your inner thinking. It's just right there on your conscious level where you can pick it up yourself. But when you involve yourself with those that are committed to their craft for their entire life, that's something different, because they've made personal sacrifices to be available to you. The greatest practitioner, the greatest teacher, healer, mentor, whoever they're going to be to you, the greatest one that is among you shall be your servant. And second of all, they're going to make personal sacrifices to make sure you are safe. Make no mistake about this. One thing for sure, and two things for certain. The truth was the most guarded and protected element in antiquity. It was guarded. Everyone couldn't handle it. You had to be initiated. Today we bypass that process. What do? I'll get a certification and I can practice on people. There has to be, in what we do, protectors, watchers, seers, gatekeepers. Because there are some that transfer over to the dark side, and they create a disturbance in the force or in the realm of the spirit. and create unnecessary warfare. And so those of us that have been at this for quite some time, we know this. Before I ever got started in what I got started in, let me share something with you guys. Before I ever went out, before I ever did anything, I was in Sheol. I was in hell. I was in the Department of Correction for a decade. For a decade. Listen to me. And you'll hear me and you'll hear me well, because this isn't to be taken lightly. This isn't to be taken as some toy to play with. This is to be taken with the greatest level of adoration, integrity, and respect. This isn't to be used for some personal use to want to injure someone and want to harm someone and want to show off and do some fancy tricks and different types of things. That isn't what it's for. What we do has a purpose. But back to what I was saying, a whole decade, I'd sit in a dark place. All I could do was study. All I could do was go to school. Studying, fasting, praying, meditating, self-actualizing, quantum leaping, giving words of knowledge, working with the ability to heal, all in a dark place. So a whole decade. So now fast forward that, I'm here. What I've been doing now is for over 30 years. I'm not confused. I know who you are and I know what you're capable of, because I have penetrating vision. I'm a perceptor. I'm a remote viewer. I'm a telepath. And I wear a whole bunch of other hats. But I see you and I know you. And not only that, I've seen you before. I've experienced you before. You're not here because today is Saturday. You were here in eternity past. And we connected. This is why it's important, because there are certain levels of information that a neophyte is not going to be privy to. I don't care what you think you see, what you think you feel. There are certain realms and levels of information and energy that you're not going to get, except you do it illegally. And those that do it illegally, what we refer to them as energy grabbers. Now, it wasn't my purpose to go in this direction, but I'm going. I'm sensing something here, Master Teacher. I guess I'm wearing this green and I'm speaking life, speaking healing, speaking to your will. What are you willing in your will to be? So what does the universe do? What does God do? What does the Almighty Ones do? What does Yah and Wah do? What do they do? They reveal. And when they reveal, they're revealing so that we can properly connect. And when they reveal, they're not revealing in the sense to make you know right offhand. They're revealing to cause you to study to know. so that you can know the components and parts and pieces and how they go together. And to also reveal to you that you're only a piece of the puzzle. You only have a piece. You only have a fragment. I have a fragment. And we use that for synergistic purposes. Right? Synergy. Synergy, we know what that is. Right, Master Teacher?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Express that to us, Master Teacher.
Yes. The individual parts are not greater than the sum of the whole.
Yes. When we're dealing with synergy, synergy deals with the fact that the sum of the parts are not greater than the sum of the whole. Yes. Right? Although within that part is everything that's in the whole, which is why there is the tendency to believe that you have everything and you can function on every level. When in actuality, you can only function within the construct that has been given to you to build so that it can connect with someone else's construct. So then you're building what? The whole again, so that we can see what it really appears to be. See, we haven't gotten to the whole because we are still all what? Particular. We're still all trying to suggest that we're the best and forget all the rest. When what we should be doing is perfecting that which has been given unto us so that we can connect with someone else, and then that energy, because when you connect energy has the ability to do what, Master Teacher? When you connect energy and energy, what happens?
Yes, you have the ability to have constructive interference.
Yes. Yes, you have greater energy. You have constructive interference, and then that energy gets in phase. Yes, sir. In other words, everything starts to flow together. Not doing this. That's destructive interference. Those waves are bumping against each other and then they fizz out. But when you get in phase, those waves flow together. Look at that. They flow together.
Make the right sound.
Yes, make the right sound, right frequency. Right? Creating more energy. The waves get wider and wider and wider. This is what happens. This is why we haven't ascended back to the throne, because we're all divided. And everyone is insisting that this is the way that you have to do it, and if you don't do it this way, then it is null void or null and void. Number one, KP was talking about something. She wrote something and put it out there, and I thought it was profound. And she was talking about how people believe that it is only one way to do something. She didn't know I was going to talk about this today, but she put that out there some time ago. But what happens to us? We have the tendency to think that when we've gotten our piece of the puzzle, Master Teacher,
yes, sir,
and we've built on that, and we got great ideas. We have great definitions and great sayings, and we've developed this thought that is coherent and comprehensive. We feel that now I'm going to project that as if you don't do it this way, then whatever you're trying to do isn't going to work. And I submit to you today that that's incorrect. That's incorrect thinking. You all know that we've used the schematics, the example on several occasions about a city, right? If you're in a certain city There is more than one way to do what? To enter into that city, right? For example, I'm from Springfield, Illinois. There's a number of ways that you can get into Springfield. you can get into Springfield, you can hit Springfield, you can bring 55. You can take it around and come around 255. You can bring one. It's a number of ways that you can get into the city. But guess what? Everybody is getting to the city because the city is the what? The source. The city is the source of your destination. So to get to the source, there is always more than one way to get back to the source. If the creative source created everything and it's the creative source creation, then wouldn't the creators create avenues for everything to get back to it? I'm reminded in the sacred text, also master teaching, some of these things are very powerful because they give these metaphors and different types of things that you can utilize for conceptualization so that you can conceptualize. Like, so you can turn your cognition on and you can become cognizant. It talked about the body, master teacher, Prince of Peace, Oshun, Lavelle, Stephanie, Kizzy. It talked about the body. And it talked about the eye. How the eye couldn't say, I have no need of the hand. It talked about how that the eye can't be the hand and be the eye too. The hand can't be the foot. The foot can't be the hand. Or the body won't work correctly. This is what we've done out here in this community. Everybody is trying to be the eye. Everybody trying to be the ear. Everybody trying to be the head. Everybody trying to be the foot. But we haven't built a body that can deal with this beast, that can deal with these dark forces, because we haven't built the body. We got 2 ears on one side of the head. We got 4 eyes on the face. Because in that piece also, number 1 KP was talking about staying in your lane and not getting in my lane. This is what we've done. What we've done is we've tried to take on someone else's assignment, master teacher, or their purpose. And we call them energy grabbers. Energy grabbers are those that fail to develop in a timely frame or fashion when they were being instructed, and they rebelled against the authoritative figure. So what they do is they spot others that they know that are practicing properly, correctly, and properly aligned and on the right frequency, and they try to plug into them and grab their energy grabbers. I know y'all say vampires, but see, vampires is not a real reality, but an energy grab is. They have the ability to suck your energy out of you. They have the ability to tap on you and touch you and turn you into someone that you are not supposed to be, nor you were meant to be. I'm talking to you today. What was the little girl on the X-Men name that she could touch you and steal your gift? What was her name? Rogue was her name. Rogue rogue had the ability, rogue is short for roguish.
Yes.
Roguish is a slang term we use for what, Master Teacher? For a thief.
Yes. Yep.
We call a person that steals roguish. Or we shorten it and call him a rogue.
Yes.
Man, she a rogue, he a rogue, they're a rogue. Right? They're a thief. There are those that have the ability to do that. And if you haven't been properly trained, you'll never know it, because they become the ultimate and perfected sycophant.
Yes.
They become the ultimate and perfected sycophant. Let me share something with you, and stick with me. I'm putting you up on free game. Anyone that's out here by themselves, you're an easy target. You're an easy target for whatever negative energy choose to present to you. Because there are just times that our sense of perception hasn't encountered that kind of energy.
Yes.
And more specifically, if your pineal gland hasn't been stimulated and turned on, activated, you lack the ability to sense what it is doing. So what's that saying? Confusion. You become confused. Now, one of the reasons why I'm telling you this is that it is best to be connected is, one, again, it provides what? Protection. You can't get up on me because my staff, they always watching. My staff and some of my staff, some of my people are online too, that are around me. Most of my staff, even Sadrian that's out there, Kiana's probably out there, they've been around me for over 20 some years. And plus my staff been around me for over 20 some years. We ain't playing. We've allowed people to come into our presence and presented them. However, they didn't know that we knew what they were ultimately going to do. We had already used preventive measures. But that doesn't stop us from establishing a relationship with you, because there is something ultimately that you have to do. We want you to be able to do it right. We don't want you to hook and crook. Oh, you ain't got to talk to me, but it's all right. I'm talking today. You don't have to hook and crook. And I'm giving a measure of correction because I'm an elder. Not only I'm an elder, but I'm a master. Don't look at me and confused to think that I'm a young Thundercat up here, because I'm not. Give me a minute to talk to you. The prophet said, elder prophet, Les Adams said, study to present yourself approved to Yah, a workman who does not need to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth, but shun profane and vain babbling, for they will increase to more ungodliness. And I agree. Let me go up the timeline. Kizzy says, greetings, family. I see you, Vanessa. Hey, Stephanie. Oh, soon in the house. Lavelle, Shadron. Y'all in here. Who need to be here is here. Right? Mm-hmm. Do this, fam, before I go into the next portion of this. I'm going to stay right along these lines right here, family, and I'm going to get us out of here in just a few minutes. But here's what I want you to do. If you have the ability and the capability of it, what I want you to do is donate. I want you to touch this currency. I want you to touch this current because it's a frequency in it. Not because you're giving money, but money is a similitude. We use it for connectivity. Connect with me today. The information is out there. Truth Session information is out there. My Cash App, my PayPal is out there. And then Kizzy done turned me on to Venmo. Venmo. Yeah, I'll have to get that to Stephanie so she can start putting that out there as well. Hey, Dorothy 217. Please recall that when you come in the house, let us know where you're hailing from. And again, go ahead and quickly hit that share button before we get out of here. I just got a little bit more to give you, and then I'm going to get you out of here. Everybody good? Yeah. Happy Saturday. Shalom Aleichem Mishpachah. Peace be unto you, family. Glad that you're here. Thank you, Master Teacher, for your donation. If you're sitting out there, family, and you have the capacity and the ability to do so, freely I give, freely you give. Hit that donation button. All right. Now, of course, I told you we were dealing along the lines of confusion, and we were dealing with hypnosis and confusion. One of the reasons why I'm going this way is because we have to tap back into our minds, but however, they have to be jump-started. Because in the constitution of the makeup of our minds is embedded universal information. Sometimes we don't know how to tap into it, and sometimes it takes a jolt. We have to get struck. Doing a book on that now. But we have to get struck, and it turns on, and the information begins to come up and out. Right? And when we make proper connections, there are those, Master Teacher, that are able to bring certain paradigms that's loaded with knowledge and insert it and turn it on, and we can begin to use that. We bring it, calling it into our line of sight. Now, when that happens, listen to me, and you hear me, and you hear me well. When that happens, what happens is you tap back into what we refer to as the intelligent memory. Look that up if you're not familiar with that. This is why I'm telling you it takes us to come in contact with others to get certain realms and levels of information and certain paradigms that has what? Information and schematics and data that you may use to further perpetuate your purpose and take your journey. Now, it is called intelligent memory. What is the intelligent memory going to do? It's going to formulate information, master teacher.
Come on. Yes, sir.
It's going to take bits and pieces of information that you have in your subconscious,
Right. Yes, sir.
bring it up into your conscious, and put it together and give you a picture. It's called intelligent memory. Are y'all listening to me? Free game, man. Master teacher, free game. I've yet to go on someone's feed and hear this. Now I hear a whole bunch of other stuff. I hear about aliens with flying saucers and okay. Now, if you can frame that. If you can frame up talking about aliens and all that, you can frame that up. But you can't get that off on me until you knock at my door with one of them and both of y'all come in my house, sit down on the couch, and we have a conversation. Now, with that being said, you can take that somewhere else because that ain't in my intelligent memory. Now, do what you want to do with that. If you can frame it, frame it. I ain't mad at you. It ain't gonna knock you. I'm just telling you, don't give it to me. Now, what am I talking about when I talk about the intelligent memory? The intelligent memory, here's what the intelligent memory does, master teacher.
Yes, sir.
You may see a monkey, but you don't know what that monkey is, right?
Yes, sir.
But when your intelligent memory starts searching through it, y'all hear me, family? Oh, soon? You hear me? Kizzy, Stephanie, Lavelle, Shadron, Dorothy. Y'all hear me? And those of the rest of you out there on the timeline, and those, Vanessa, those of you that would be coming in, are you listening to me? So if you don't know what that monkey is, what your intelligent memory does is it searches through the data that's in your subconscious. And what it does is, master teacher, it begins to connect pieces of information together from your intelligent memory to give you what that monkey is. Because somewhere in your intelligent memory is bits and pieces and parts of information that hasn't been brought together yet because they're what? Fragmented. So every now and then we have to do what to our minds? Say it again. Defragmented. Bring the pieces and parts together. How do we do that? Meditation. Self-actualization. Self-actualizing. Praying. Fasting. Studying. Actively listening. Did y'all catch that one? That's what master teacher got to get. He tried to get his students to do in the classroom.
Yes, sir.
Look, you're going to have to actively listen.
Yes, sir.
Not distractively listen,
Right.
but say it again. Actively listen. Because when you actively listen, master teacher, what invariably happens is that you're able to download what is being said and make sense of it.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Most of the time, we're not actively listening. Why? Because we're distracted. It's so much going out here on the internet, social media, out in the theater of thought and behavior. The kind of deportment that's out there now is just way out. People are just doing and saying anything. So the deportment is off. If you don't know what the word deportment means, please look it up. Master teacher put it out there for you. Deportment. This is where you come so you can learn. So that I can learn. So that we can learn. So you can be introduced to new sayings, new thoughts, new ways of doing things, so that you can develop more of your brain cells. How many of you know every time you have an epiphany, every time you catch something, you develop another brain cell? How many of you know that your brain never stops growing? Never. It always growing. If you are actively listening and downloading the information and catching what it's saying to you. Understanding it, understanding it, overstanding it, and surroundstanding it. Okay, so that's your intelligent memory. You have such a thing. And it's important to note that, oh, I have an intelligent memory. But what that takes is for you to actively listen. Not only that, but it takes you to take time out with yourself and meditate and self-actualize. Take your energy and move it throughout your body. It's yours. There's a therapy that I use called CBT. We'll get into that one day. You're in a truth session. We're putting y'all up on free game. All we actually do is do what? Donate. We're not even asking for a specific amount of money. You know what? There have been those that came to me and my man, you need to be getting paid for what you do. I said, man, freely I receive, freely I give. Because I'm going to get it on the back end.
Yes, sir.
Because see, what others wouldn't do, one person will come to me and put so much money in my hand, it doesn't make any sense. So I don't, as Dr. Clear says, block my abundance, block my blessings. For lack of a better word, I know what blessings mean, be less. But I put it in the Hebrew and I won't block my barak. I'm here for you, for me, and for us, and my staff as well. Here for you. Here for you. Here for you. We're here. Now, before I get out of here, I want to show you guys something really quick, and then I'm gonna get you guys out of here, okay? We're right here, right now, forever. Thank you, Baby Songbird, for your donation. Give me just a second here, fam. quick, fam. I'm going to show you all why I'm dealing with hypnosis, so y'all can grow. Y'all can take the knowledge and grow with it. Okay? Okay. Hypnosis, right? Hypnosis. I want y'all to take a look at this. I want you to look at this. Let's look at the prefix. The prefix is what? Hype. So when you're looking at the word hypnosis, the prefix in that is hype. Hype means to increase. When you hype something, you're actually increasing it. So when the hypnosis are being applied or instituted or asserted, there was an increase. It also means to put on. Hype means to put on. So hypnosis, or if you're hypnotizing someone, you're putting something what? On them. Or you're putting them on something. For example, a what? A spell. A spell is going to do what? Control your thinking. Say it again. It's going to control your thinking. You have to note each and every day there is a concerted effort to control your ability to think for yourself. Why do you think they have schools? Why do you think they really send you to school? Let's come on. Let's take a minute and think about it. So they can teach you to think how they want you to think, so that they can create the department that they want. So when you're being educated, you're actually being what? Put on with a spell. That's why in school you do what? Spelling. Because they're going to work a what? A spell with it. Through what? Through hypnosis. Remember, we talked about already one level of hypnosis is called what? Suggestive what? Thinking. Indirect hypnosis, where it suggests to you something, right? It opens you up and causes you to what? Think the way that they want you to what? Think, because they inserted the what? The thought in you. Come on, fam. Now, okay. Also, and that's going to be Webster's, Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Okay. Hope you guys got that. If not, you can go back and look at the feed and get it, okay? All right, now, so let's look at this prefix here. Prefix is what? Gnosis. Gnosis. Gnosis is actually Greek. They add a G before it. And it's enunciated as gnosis. It's a number of words that go along with it. Gnosis, gnosis, genoskos. And it factors out into the word actually genesis, the beginning. Right here, gnosis actually factors out in the Greek to the word genesis, or in the beginning. In the beginning, it was hype. In the beginning, you was going to be put on. In the beginning, there was going to be a spell cast on you. In the beginning, but when you look at gnosis, gnosis is going to bring you to the word knowledge. Knowledge is going to bring you to knowledge, but it's also going to bring you to the word science. So in hypnosis, what they're using is knowledge of what? Science. Or they have a methodology or methodical way of what? Doing what they're doing by using what? Spells. In other words, cadence. The formulation of different sentences and various elements and totems and emblems or emblems to do what? To captivate you, to get an open in you, to insert something in you. This is happening every day, every hour on the hour, every minute on the minute, every moment on the moment, every nanosecond on the nanosecond. This is happening. There is information coming to somehow dissuade you, persuade you, manipulate you, do something to gain control over your deportment, over your cognition. But once you begin to develop your mind will develop an automatic defensive assessment system that is alerted when something is trying to illegally access you. That takes knowing. That takes experience. It takes time to sit down and be taught. That's all it takes, a little patience. If you want control of your life, all it takes is a little patience. And remember, I'll share this with you again, back in the time of antiquity. The truth was the most guarded element. Everybody couldn't handle it. And I'm not talking about religious truth. I'm talking about the truth. How things really operate and how they really manifest was guarded. Now we've made mockery. People get angry when you tell them, no, you probably shouldn't be doing that. They want to get angry. You can't tell me what to do. I can do whatever I want to do. Okay, well, go ahead and touch that then and see what happens. It's going to take you farther than you're willing to go, and it's going to cost you more than you're willing to pay. It may be fun right now, but in the end, it won't be, because you violated something. Remember to always have a mentor or a lifelong learned elder, swami, seer, guru, preceptor, interpreter, remote viewer, reader, guide, spiritual leader, which can include pastor, imam, Buddhist priest, monk, whatever you choose. Remember, there's always more than one way to get to the source. Pick the ones that's best for you and then develop that. And I've reached that space, place, and time where, let me check the timeline before we get out of here. Yes, that's right. Thank you also, Kizzy. Kizzy and Master Teacher put it out there. It deals with a person's behavior, correct? Just introducing you guys to some new words and build your vocabulary, right? All right, fam. Let me. All right, fam. We reached that space. Oh, wait a minute. We got to celebrate KD. This nectar, baby. Woo! Yes. All right, fam. I've reached a space, place, and time. Oh, before I do that, listen. If you haven't had an opportunity to, please catch us in Wind Down Wednesdays. Every Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Facebook Live. Oh, we having a dust of a time in Wind Down Wednesday. If you get an opportunity, meet us there. So with that being said, hold what you got. Muse over it. Cogitate upon it. Ponder on it. Meditate upon it. But by all means, do what? Govern yourselves accordingly. One love. Eternal light. Peace. Power. Prosperity. And always excellent health. Shalom alaikum. Mr. McCall.